Today we're making oven fried chicken. This is like if you love fried chicken, you're gonna love this quick and easy weeknight recipe. Hi, my name is Christina. I'm with eatingonadime.com. Welcome to my sister Carrie's kitchen. My sister Carrie and I are on a mission to teach real families how to make real food at home, even on a budget. And we're all about like the shortcuts. And I don't know about you guys, but I love fried chicken, but it's a lot of work to make at home. So today I'm going to show you a quick and easy, it's almost like a fried chicken strip recipe. We call it oven fried chicken and it's baked, so it's a little bit healthier. I have linked the full recipe in the description below. And don't forget to like and subscribe so you never miss one of our recipes. First, we're going to preheat the oven to 425 degrees. Raw chicken alert, but I want to show you guys how to cut this chicken. So for the recipe, you need 2 pounds of chicken breast. I've already trimmed it of any excess fats and tendons. And then you want a nice big knife. I'm going to link this one below for you guys. You know we're obsessed with it. And you just want to cut them into strips. Now, based on the size of these, I like to do about 3 strips per chicken breast, just because they're going to cook evenly and they're going to get nice and crispy that way. Now it's time to get the bowls ready for battering the chicken. So in the first bowl, add 2 large eggs. I like to use a nice shallow bowl so the chicken will lay in the bowl. Don't worry, I already got all the chicken guts off my hands. I meant to tell you guys that, but I washed my hands in between that. So put 2 eggs and then add a half a cup of milk. Just whatever type of milk you like. I think we're using 2% today. You can use skim, whole. You could use buttermilk if you like that. Whatever you have is going to work fine. We're just going to whisk this together, and this is going to be our like wet portion of the battering of the chicken. It's going to help the batter stick. The oven's ready. Now we're going to make the batter. So start with a cup of Panko breadcrumbs. Then we're going to add a cup of all-purpose flour. Make sure it's not self-rising. Made that mistake before. You want to make sure that it's all-purpose. And then we're going to add in the seasonings. And this is what really gives the chicken its flavor. So start with a teaspoon of salt. And then we're going to add in 2 teaspoons of paprika. You guys, my sister's little seasoning containers are so cute. I'm going to link those down below, as well as our magnetic measuring spoons that we use like every single day. So make sure you check that out. Then we're going to do a half a teaspoon of black pepper. And then a teaspoon of both garlic powder and onion powder. It helps if you sing, right? And now it's time for the weirdest but most important ingredient, baking powder. So we're going to do a teaspoon of baking powder. And when we originally made this, we did lots of research, and some people said add it, some people said don't add it. So we tried it both ways, and we did find that the baking powder makes them more crispy on the outside. So I bet you already have it in your pantry. Just throw in a teaspoon, and then we're going to carefully mix these together to make the coating for the chicken. So now it's time to batter the chicken. So when we batter chicken or anything like onion rings, whatever, it's really important to have a wet hand and a dry hand. So if you've been following us for a while, you guys already know this, and you've seen me batter about a million things now, but you want one hand that's only going to touch the wet ingredients and one hand only touches the dry ingredients so that you're not accidentally breading your fingers. Been there, done that. So you just start with one of the chicken strips, dip it into the milk mixture, and then with that same wet hand, take it and layer it into the breadcrumb mixture. And make sure that breadcrumb mixture coats the chicken completely. He's so pretty. He's looking good. Both sides. And then we're going to continue this until all the chicken is coated. So you just take your chicken strip, make sure it's coated in the eggs and the milk. And then cover it with the breadcrumb and flour mixture. I like to pat it down just to make sure it sticks because I like lots of batter. I like lots of crunchies on my chicken. Okay, then get your jelly roll pan. Carrie said that ages me. Or does it like make me Southern? Either way, it's a rimmed baking sheet. So it has a lip all the way around the edge. So ingredients won't fall off when you bake it. We love ours. Of course, I'm going to link it down below for you guys so you don't have to worry about it. Now take a 1/4 cup butter or half a stick, however you prefer. And we're just going to slice this into thin slices and lay it onto this baking sheet. And the reason that we do this is we're going to pre-melt this butter and put the chicken right on it. And that's going to help you get the crispiness and make you think it tastes kind of like fried chicken, but it's baked. So it's going to help with that texture issue there. So just do it into small pieces. It doesn't have to be a certain number. We just cut it smaller so that it melts quicker. And it doesn't have to be so strategically placed because when it's melted, the butter will move around the pan. All right, let's get this into the oven and get the butter melted. The oven is preheated. We're just going to put this around the center rack just for a few minutes. Watch it closely. We just want to wait until that butter is nice and melted. So the butter is all melted. You can gently move it around to kind of coat the bottom of the pan. And the pan is going to be hot, so make sure you use your oven mitt. And then be really careful so you don't burn your fingers. We're going to lay that chicken onto the melted butter on the hot pan. You just don't want them touching, but they don't have to be super far apart. I'm going to try to get all mine on one pan just for easy cleanup. So make this work here. Maybe I'll move that around to make them work. Then they're going to go right back into the oven and cook them for 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, woo, they're looking good. We're going to flip every single one. You can see how it's getting nice and crispy. Then once they're flipped, we're going to cook this for about 8 to 10 more minutes. And we're going to make sure the chicken is cooked through. And we're going to check it with an internal read thermometer. So it's been cooking for about 9 minutes. I just wanted to show you how I check them. So I love this digital meat thermometer I get on Amazon. You know, I'm going to link it below. I usually choose like a big chicken piece to make sure it gets in the middle here. And you're just wanting it to read over 165. So that's 194. So we're good. And you can always check a couple in case you're nervous about it. Nobody wants to feed their family raw chicken. All right, we look good though. So we're just going to pull these out and let them rest for about 10 minutes. Once they've been sitting for just 10 minutes, it really helps all the flavors kind of stay together and the chicken remain juicy by letting it set for a bit. Then it's ready to serve. Now, these are really good as is. I prefer them just as they are. Some people like to serve them with some dipping sauces. I'm going to include some of our favorite dipping sauces linked below for you guys so you can check those out. But either way, it's great. Let me know in the comments below, are you like a chicken dipper? Do you like a dipping sauce, or do you like as is? Only thing left to do is to try it out. Okay, so if you want to go like old school classic, you could serve this with mashed potatoes, a nice green veggie, or a salad. If you wanted to do like fun for the kids, you could do some French fries or tater tots. And if you wanted to be healthy, you could just do like a big side salad because this chicken with the breading is very, very filling. I love how crispy it is. Thank you guys so much for joining me today in my sister's kitchen. I hope you guys try out this recipe. It's a new one on the site. Remember, I've linked it in the description below, or you can always go to eatingonadime.com and it should be right there at the top since it's one of our newer recipes. After you try it out, leave us a comment on the recipe itself, letting us know what you think. We love hearing you guys, and that's the quickest way to communicate with us, and it's awesome. Don't forget to like and subscribe, guys, so you never miss a recipe. It's completely free on YouTube. Just hit the subscribe button, and every time we have a new video, it'll show up for you guys. All right, guys, it's dinner time. I will see you guys next time. Bye, friends.